Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. What's this? I'm always doing something, some video pop on. Okay. I don't really have a message. I have thoughts that can't keep running through. So, like I say, pretend this is like alive. Don't really have anything direct to talk about. My child is moving. Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to not be too loud. My son is asleep right now. If you see how he got the covers wrapped around you, you think he about to pop out of a cocoon. There's a leg. But yeah, so, I'm in my old woman's chair. I got so many things. I don't know if those thoughts just run away that fast. Y'all get back here. How y'all doing? Y'all doing amazing? If you're not, be amazing. Just smile. There's your amazing. Everybody up and moving or relaxing. I know one thing I was thinking about. I said, I know these people are happy I ain't like the version y'all thought I was. Because this whole place be looking like a Catholic church. Oh my God. I was like, man, I'm so blessed to have a personality and then not come out. I'm not saying like Catholics are stiff. I'm not saying like that. Did I just call y'all stiff? I think I did. However, I'm not saying y'all stiff. In the church, you are. But on the outside, y'all can move. I need to stop. This is not... I feel like I'm forcing something, but I'm not. I'm being myself. But it's like, all right, this is what's going on. You know how like comedians sit back and they write their little skits out in their head, over on a paper, and then they come out and say it. So it's like I be having these moments where these things be coming through. I'm like, that's funny. And then by the time I say it, I'm like, that's dull. It's like, it ain't the same effect. It's like a miss sign or a miss signal. I'm not trying to make y'all laugh, but I wish y'all laugh. I need y'all to laugh. Smile, something. I don't know. Okay. I know what's going on. I can feel people, I can feel your energies. Okay. But there's Jay. He's coming in. He's squeezing the mess out of my legs right now, making them move like I'm dancing. Yep, he's put like this. If you could see what my legs look like, you think I'm doing an MC Hammer. You can't touch this. Oh God. Let's see. What can we talk about? What are we gonna talk about? I don't feel nothing at this moment, really. You know, it's something on my mind that is keep popping up. Oh, I know it's like, Dad, why are you gonna be a Debbie Downer? I'm not being Debbie Downer, but why, like, funerals, on funerals. Why everybody go to funerals just to get the plate? I feel like people go to funerals for the plate. People don't go to funerals for the people. They for the plate. They for a free meal. That's it. I don't know why. It was on my mind. That was on my mind this morning. And reason why is this. And I'm not looking for no sympathy stuff or anything from what I'm about to say, because it is what it is. But when I went through this process, before I went through this process, as a child growing up, I knew that people didn't like me. So I had accepted the fact that if when that time come and I pass away, that once I got older, I had kids. I said, the only people gonna show up are my kids. Hopefully they show up. Literally, that's how I felt. I was like, dang, 'cause I had so many fake people around me, and I don't talk to people, so it was like I didn't have enough of connections. I felt, and then I thought about, I said, why in the world I'm trying to get a Rolodex for a funeral? It's like, I'm gone. I ain't gonna know they there. It's like, why in the world I'm worrying about if I have a big, amount of a big crowd at a funeral? 99% of the time the people fake. You wanna know how I can tell you they fake? You got the family members that don't even call to check on you. They just showing up because they know you in the bloodline. Then you got the fake friends that sitting back and act like they really care. But at the end of the day, they talking about all the dumb mess you did. And then you got your exes there that's popping up. They're like, dang, I ain't know it's going to be like this. And then you got those strangers that's popping up because they like, I think they're going to have some food there. They're going to have some food there. It's really a bunch of different things. You understand? Like, you realize people don't like you when you alive. They like you more when you dead. It's like a comedy skit. And I'm going to say something, and I do not want y'all to judge me. Again, do not judge me. I don't like funerals, okay? But before, okay, I'm going to say it like this. Now, when I go past a funeral, I can feel the people's spirits and souls, okay? So I ain't too proud about that. It's not proud. It makes me feel weird in a way because it's new to me, okay? It's new to me. So when I go, but every time I see her go past a funeral, I can feel the people. I can hear the people. I can, yeah, the process. It's a process. Some people crying, some people are confused, like what happened, why y'all here. Some people screaming. It's a lot, okay? So, but the thing about it is, when I was younger, I used to have to go to like, family members' funerals, and they'll be like, I'll go wide awake, everything, like, okay, here we go. I go to sleep. I go to sleep. It ain't never failed me. I will go to sleep at a funeral. I will go to sleep in heartbeat. It's crazy. It's like, it ain't even fat what the preacher's saying. I don't like death. Ain't that crazy? It's like I can sit here and push it to the side like it ain't no big deal, but I do not like death at the same time. Because to me, it's like, dang, this is how we gotta go. This is how it's gonna be. It's like, when you watch, I'm gonna say it like this, like my grandmother, from the 5 years that I've known her, and she was like 70 something when she passed away. Yeah. She had cancer real bad. She was screaming and stuff and everything. I know you saying, oh my God, that's sad. Not when you find out she was part of the reason that she was trying to kill you. I know. It is what it is. But nah, like, what gets me is when you look at funerals, you really look at a person's life. It's like, you ask yourself, dang, do you really live it? Do you really live your life? Like my grandmother, when she got older, all she did was sit in the house. But the thing about it is, that's all she ever done. She really never went anywhere. Then I went to another funeral, which was my uncle. He cancer as well. Cancer world. Same thing, pain the whole time to the end. And when I say this stuff, I don't want y'all to think that I'm mocking people that have cancer. Nah. I ain't got nothing, my story ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. This is my story, okay? This is the people in my life, not yours. I feel like cancer is a waste of time, okay? And there's a cure for it. All right, just be patient. There's a cure for it. But yeah, hold on. Somebody said, well, why not now? Well, everything in due time. I'm going to say this. Sorry, I'm going to get up. I feel somebody feeling like they deserve something better than somebody else. I'm going to say this. I don't care if you a baby all the way up to a grown tail adult. Everybody go through something. This is your time and your story. It's up to you to push through it. You are a self-healer, okay? You can sit here and mope, be mad, cry that you only got a few days left. Or you can believe that you're going to be healed. It is that simple. That simple, that simple. Now, you can sit here and be like, oh, well, me. The only reason you're crying is because you realize you wasted majority of your life. This is for the adults. I'm going to call it out. Yeah, I'm being a little tough real quick, and I feel like I need to. Only reason why you're crying about your life that you had left because you realize you didn't fully utilize it the way you was. I don't care if you was a family man or family woman. You know that there was other things you should have accomplished more than just that. Okay? These are for the ones that feel in some type of way. All right? And if you did have a fulfilling life, then why are you crying? Be thankful that you got to do something that a lot of people didn't get a chance to. And when it comes to these kids and things like that, guess what, parents? You are healers. Yes. If you sitting there crying and moping, your kids can feel it. They can feel that you gave up on them. Yes, they can. Even if they smile and deep down, they know that their parents are just giving up. I don't care about the doctor bills. I don't care about the stays. I don't care about the medicine and none of that. At the end of the day, if you really care that much, then believe that they're going to be healed. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, then how can they believe it? It's not a test for them. This is a test for you. See, family members, kids, and stuff go through things to help heal the broken wounds in the parents or the rest of the family. That's your curse breaker. Someone has to suffer in the process to help the others realize that you got it made. Unfortunately, that was the task that we all have to go through. When we come into this world, we all come in on a task. May not like it, but it will help you if you believe it. So back to my message. So when it comes to this, it's like that's really what it boils down to. You know, what do you do with your life? How do you really live your life? Do you live for others or do you live for yourself? That's the part about it. Do you live for others or do you live for yourself? And then the people that come to the funeral, you got to ask yourself, I'm looking at a dead body in front of me. Why I'm not living in? Why I'm not living? See how fast death can come? And then some people, man, everybody ain't blessed to just pass away. Some people suffer. Some people go through tragic situations before they pass away. Why you not sitting back thinking like, dang, I need to be mindful of what I do. I need to be mindful of the company I keep. I need to be mindful of the way I respond to people. I need to be mindful of how I treat people and how I love people. Because guess what? I can walk out of this church and don't make it down the steps. But people don't think like that. They just be sitting back and they laughing. Ha, 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 hey, cuz, and hey Betty Sue, and, hey Jimmy Bob, and, all of that. And go home and say, hey, that was a good service. I know Pastor Beacon did amazing. She lived her life. She really lived her life. And and no kids, oh my God, those kids grew up. I ain't seen Sally in a long time. Oh my God, I ain't seen Sally in a long time. What time flies? Well, why you didn't pick up the phone and ask Sally how time flew? Why you didn't call to check to see how they do? Why you not sitting back and just doing a random call to say, hey, how you doing? Just want to check to see if you're okay. It's amazing because you know what's so funny? A lot of people that pass away, that people feel like they had good lives, suffer on the inside. Excuse me. Yeah, you know that. Some of the people that you sit back and see smiling and just as happy, like, hey, how you doing? And this and that, be suffering. I went through that. Every time you turn around, you saw me smiling. I just smiled. I don't care where I was at. I just smiled. Hey, how you doing? Genuinely smiling. On the inside, boy, they were tearing my behind up. But how will you know? How will you know? How you know that person passed away because they just passed away because of an illness? I don't know if they passed away because they just finally gave up, tired of smiling. Excuse me. It's a lot, y'all. Life and death is at the same date. You know that? I don't know where that came from, but it's truth, okay? Life and death is the same date. Life and death is the same date. Do you know your life is connected to somebody else's life? If y'all haven't paid attention to any of my videos when I pop up like pictures and stuff, do y'all notice that people name tied to my messages? Do y'all notice their dates tied to my messages? Do y'all know that? You don't know that. Okay, let's explain. Every person's name is not by choice, it's demand. The names that y'all choose are it's, how can I say it? Everybody name means something in this world. Okay? And it can mean something for yourself. It can mean something for somebody else. Everybody date of birth means something to you, and it means something to somebody else. It's crazy. My whole timeline, I had different people pass away. Not I had, but different people pass away. And each day somebody passed away was based off of the next level up I went through. Yes, each level up. I've had people that were singers that passed away, but some of the songs were tied to something that was going on with me. Whatever they had in the movie was tied to me and everything. I tell you, everybody got a mission. Everybody have a mission. Everybody have a death date. Everybody. And your death date could be tied to somebody else's life. You don't know, because this is a thing, y'all. When a person... Okay, I gotta tell them. Someone has to go up, someone has to come down. Someone has to die for someone to have to live. So this is the thing. You in the world, y'all sitting back competing against all these artists and all these your cousins, your mamas and your friends. Y'all competing against the wrong people. See, this is how it goes. In this world, you have to focus on your own lane. If that person figure out themselves and get their life right before you, and you still on dumb time, you get knocked off. You know that, right? You didn't know that. Yeah, you get knocked off. You don't want to hear the message, but I'm telling it. You get knocked off. Like for me, a couple people that passed away. The Pope represents the church. He had to come down so I can come up. Who else? A president. Who was that president that passed away? The one everybody went to and they got their special messages. He had to fall down so I can come up. It's a lot of people. Oh, I can feel the trembles. Yeah, certain people had to fall down. Anybody that was in demon time. Once I figured out myself, because I was working with doing the right thing, somebody had to fall in order for me to come up. That's how it goes, y'all. That's how it goes. You don't know who it is around the world. You don't know. But y'all wasting time. See, if you do what you need to do, your time can be extended. Yes, your time can be extended. And for some people, have you noticed some people die prematurely? Yes, there are people that die prematurely. That's why it's been so much demonic stuff in the world, because a lot of good people die prematurely. And that's what happens. If something good goes, something bad pops out. If something bad goes, something good pops out. That's why it's been so demonic, because so many good people passed away throughout time. So bad things was able to come in. But now the shift has happened. So the thing about it is, what you're going to do. How you going to fix yourselves? How you going to make sure? How you going to better yourselves? Are you going to wait just to feel my energy, just to say, I can do it? I can live now. I feel her energy. I can live now. You have my energy the whole goddamn time. Y'all talk about God all the time. Jesus, 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 God, God, God. And then you didn't believe it. Now I'm here. I can see her. I can feel her. I can see him. I can feel him. I can live now. Why you didn't live before? Why you didn't live before? Ask yourself, how much time y'all wasted going to church? How many Sundays y'all sat back and wasted hours, Bible studies and all of this stuff? How many hours of your life do you waste praying that you didn't believe? You can't get that time back. How many y'all wasted y'all time? Being around a bunch of people that you don't like, that you don't care about, but you saying, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, praise him, God. Shucks, you just sit back and get some popcorn to watch that. Oh, I felt the Holy Ghost, and then when you go leave the house, you acting like a hoe. I'm gonna call it what it is, and this go for every race, y'all. Every race. You know what I respect? There was this one lady that came to this one lady. We went to the church to listen to. They had like a singing event, and this lady came with us. It was me, my mom, and this lady. At the church, we came back home, and she said, well, I'm about to go to the ABC store. She's like, I'm about to go to the ABC store. And I think my mom said, what? She said, God knows my heart. I respect it. She literally said, I'm about to go to the ABC store and get me a drink. And she said, God knows my heart. That I respect. Ain't no sugarcoating. And it wasn't no, oh, I see you later. And I'm about to go straight home. She ain't had to tell us. But I'm about to go straight home and just sit underneath the, sit in my little chair and read my Bible. No, she like, I'm going to go get me a drink. I respect that. Because you already know. Yeah, I listen to the music. Yeah, I feel good. But, hey, life still is life for me. Be honest. At the end of the day, when do you know when your end of the day is? Shucks, some of y'all be eating, about to choke, and thinking y'all about to die. Like, come on now. And it still don't give you a wake-up call. Some of y'all fall down the stairs. Some of y'all sit here getting accidents. And it's only for that moment. And then after that, it's like the excitement is gone. Excitement is gone. And I know you're like, hold on, that's excitement? Meaning, the moment you realize, like, thank you, God. You got me out of this accident. Thank you, God. This is amazing. You did this. And then 2 weeks later, you're like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Why you can't remember the moment you got out of that car accident and you lived? Why by the time you fell down the stairs and you could have broke your neck? Why by the time you was choking on food and nobody was around, but somehow the food got out of your mouth? Why you can't remember that? But you can remember the dude cheating on you. You can remember the people stealing the money from you. You can remember that other girl getting that job. You can remember your cousin over there getting married and pregnant. You can remember all of that, but you can't remember the moments that saved your life to make you remember that, you know what, I still can make it. I still can be great. I still can do good. Someone's still an idea of yours. Why they do this to me? Oh my God. Create another one. Maybe, this is a crazy thing. And I'm going to say it like this. If something could be stolen from you, then maybe it wasn't meant for you to use that. It may be meant for you to go upgrade yourself. So, prime example. Relationships. If you're in a relationship with whatever your man, woman, or your half and half, whatever you decide, if someone can take them from you, right, then upgrade yourself. 1, upgrading. Figure you out. Why in the heck am I with this person in the first place? Why am I tolerating this person in the first place? Why in the world I'm dealing with this person in the first place? Okay, all right, I'm tolerating them because I don't want to be lonely. Why you don't want to be lonely, child? Figure it out. I'm tolerating them because they the father or the mother of my kids. Well, you the father or the mother of your kids too. Why you feel like you can't do on your own? Oh, because this person is out there supplying the money for our housing and stuff. That's how I'm living. Why you can't go out there and get your own goddamn job? So is it the fact that they stole them from you, or they feel like, you know what, this person ain't gonna never walk away from me. I can do whatever the heck I want to do. Upgrade yourself. Figure you out. If a person don't cheat on you, then guess what? Walk on. Walk on by. Walk on. Keep it pushing. Let them go. Bye, bye, bye. Who is that? That's Backstreet Boys. See, he went down the back street. You need to go down the front street. Then y'all won't meet. I'm serious. That goes for female and men. Upgrade yourself. So that goes to an idea. All right. There's an idea you have, and somebody stole the idea. All right. One, they stole it because maybe you wasn't paying attention, or maybe you felt vulnerable to tell them what was going on. But then think about it. If you could create that idea, just think about the next idea you can create. Sometimes things happen for a reason. See, this is the thing. In life, sometimes things get snatched from you because you get too comfortable with certain things, and it gets snatched from you because it's letting you know that you could have done better. You can do better. It's no different. The other day I was watching the movie Rebound. And that's the one Martin Lawrence in it. And he was a basketball coach for, I guess, a college. And he had, super cocky in the movie. Well, that's his character. And so in order for him to get back in the league, he had to be a coach. He needed to be a coach somewhere. So the only opportunity he had was to be a coach at his old basketball school. But there was this one little boy that was the best on the team, but he wasn't the best, but he was the best out of the team. And the thing about it is, he was like, why? Talking to Martin. He's like, basically, I'm paraphrasing. And he was like, why you always on me? Like, I'm the best of the team. Why you always on me? Even like when I mess up, you on me. When I'm doing good, you on me. And Martin basically saying, I'm on you because I know you can do better. I know you're great. And see, that's the thing. I know you're great. Stop limiting yourselves. Stop allowing yourself to take bare minimum. Stop allowing yourself to have that idea of something better than nothing. Stop allowing yourself to be in that mindset that this is all I got. Stop being that mindset of, everybody else doing it. Stop being that mindset of it's because where I live at. Man, it's all in your mind, man. I have traveled so many places in the United States. So many places off of just realizing like anything possible. Prime example, when I was some years back, it was just me and my two youngest ones. And I never venture out like super far by myself. But I was working with I was working at Zales at the time, the jewelry store, and I decided to get with this organization. They sell insurance, but it was like, at the time, I didn't realize, I kind of knew it was a pyramid scheme, but then, and it was like, I just need the extra money. It was legit. So, one, it was to help me with my business. And me and my business is me as a business person, helping me to be comfortable to talk to people about things and be comfortable to stand up on my own 2 feet. It's like, I'm the business. How can I advertise myself the right way? That's why I did it, okay? That's why I done it. So what happened was this. I'm a single parent, wasn't receiving any extra income, but I was working my butt off. And so what happened was, they had a convention in Las Vegas. I've never been to Las Vegas. A convention in Las Vegas. And I was like, Dad, I want to go, but I've been working at this job. I don't have vacation time. So I'm like, oh my God, but I want to go. This is an opportunity. I want to go. I need to have money for a flight. I need to have money for this stuff. This. So I don't have people I can ask for help. I have to do this on my own. So what I do, I saved up enough of money because, see, I still had rent to pay. So it wasn't too far from like income tax money. Yeah, it was like some months away. Like I already had got income tax money some months prior. And so just let you know, when I get income tax money, this is what I do with it. Sidebar. I put my money on my bills. I don't go shopping and buy other stuff. I go get my kids the basics, enough for the night, enough stuff. But I will pay my rent like months in advance. That's how I take my income tax money. I've always done that. Because when you learn how to, when you be out on your own lot, you learn how to do things. When I get my income tax money, I will either pay my rent like about 4 months in advance if possible, depending on how much I'm receiving. So 3 to 4 months in advance, I'll pay my rent. I'll pay my car notes. I'll put extra sometimes on things. My light bills, all that. I would pay out. I catch up. I pay to catch up and get up. That's what I do. And then I do a little bit for the kids. And when I'm be honest, when it comes to myself, I don't do nothing. I make sure they straight, because I know life happens. So I'm prepared for it. For the most part, I try. But anyway, so what I did was I had saved up the money. So I saved up the amount for my rent. That's what I did. Even though the rent was paid, I still saved up a month's amount and put that to the side. Then I bought my ticket. I bought a ticket. I paid money for my kids, so I had them to go stay with somebody. I think they went with their dad. They went with their dad that week. It worked out. I think they went with their dad or with my mom. I paid her, either one. No, yeah, it was something like that for a week. And then I had money to the side. All right, so I had 6, that was rent at the time. I had about $800, okay? $800. Now, this is what happened. I bought my ticket and stuff, and this is the kicker, y'all. These people that I was working with, they looked at me crazy. Yo, I'm gonna just tell y'all a story. So, these 2 younger ones that been in the company for a minute, right? They looked at me crazy because they married. And I'm a single parent mother. And I was the first person out of my group to buy my ticket. They couldn't even afford theirs. And they've been with the company and they get checks. It was crazy. But this is the thing. So we end up getting a timeshare. This is crazy. We get a timeshare. We get to the timeshare place. You have to put $100 down. These mother suckers couldn't even afford to put the money down for the timeshare. I had to do it. And they married. And the parents was with them. This is how I was eating. Dad, that was a setup too. It is what it is. I put the money down. Okay. So we get to Vegas. I put the money down. And we stand there. They got the conventions and everything. This is how I save my money up. And still enjoy myself. I ate at McDonald's. Everybody else was trying to go out eat everywhere else. This is how I done it. I ate at McDonald's. But there's a will, there's a way. I went to timeshares. That's what I did. I went to timeshare events. So, when I got to Vegas, this is how I saved my money, y'all. I went to a timeshare. When you go to the timeshares, what they'll do, they'll give you incentives. So you just got to go there and you listen to it. I know I'm telling on y'all, but you go there, you listen to it, you tell them your situation. You know, I told them, I gave them some story. It was elaborated. It wasn't fully a lie. I was just thinking in the future, so it wasn't a lie. So I told them the story. What was so crazy is this: you only could go as a couple. So me, the guy, and his wife was together. She was underage. She was like a year too young, but he was right. So I pretended he was my husband, and she sat beside us. So I pretended he was my husband. That's how we got in. So because of that, the first one we got a buffet meal out of the deal. The next one we went to another one, and each day we was there, we went to timeshares. That's how I saved my money. The next day they gave us coupons for some tickets to see a magician show. Got that. See, this is how you travel, y'all. And there was another time we went and did something else. I forgot. We got the buffet, we got that, and then they gave us some money to play the slot machines. That's how we went. So, y'all wonder how you go to Vegas and not spend your money. This is how. Okay, I spent it, but I didn't spend a lot. Go ahead, baby. So, what happened is this. I went to play slots, okay? I played. But I put $40 in a pocket. Yeah, my conversation. $40 in my pocket. Whenever I won something, I take the winnings and put in my other pocket. And that's how I did it. So whatever little bit I put, take that and put it in my other pocket. Whatever in the other pocket. Wow, that's my 40. Then when it came to that, I didn't touch that money. Once that money, the 40 was gone, I was done. I just sat there and got free drinks. And I enjoyed myself. It wasn't so much that I needed to prove a point. It wasn't so much that I needed to say I got to do this and got to do that. This is my first time. I ain't got to go and ball like that. So I got free drinks. Hold on, you okay? There's some water right there. I got free drinks. I did get to play the game. There's some water, baby. I did get to play the games. I got to see different things. I got to tour different places and everything. And guess what? I went. I'm doing video, babe. And so the thing is this. I still left out. I think I had won like $60 or something. So I came out at least a 20 above. And I had fun. And then guess what? I went back home. My bills were paid. And it was like that. Because see, like I told you, I didn't have vacation pay. So I still went back home where my bills was paid. The kids were taken care of. I enjoyed myself and everything. Oh, the other times when we ate, I used my food stamp card. See, it is what it is. It is what it is. I did what I had to do. You understand? So don't sit back and say you can't do anything. You just got to plan things out. You have to take sacrifices, and that's the problem. People, bless you, babe. People live as if it's their last day and just forget sometimes, like, hey, you can probably still see tomorrow. See, that's how I live. It's like, I still enjoy the moments. I still enjoy everything that I can. But I also prepare myself for the future. Bless you, baby. I still prepare myself for the future. I've been to different places. I even went to Florida. Same thing. I didn't have it like that. Income tax money, pay my rent up for months in advance, save the money for what I needed it for, and I went to Florida when my kids was living in Florida. And what I did was I looked up discounts, timeshare, same thing. You got to utilize your resources. I got a 3-bedroom, I think it was like a 3 or 4, not 3-bedroom, but a 3-day hotel for like $100. For three or 4 days, and it was in a prominent spot where you can just walk to stuff. If you pay attention, you can do things. I didn't have to pay much for gas. Yeah, we did a timeshare, and me and my friend at the time went to a water park that we didn't even have to pay for. I got to enjoy myself. You understand? So we can't keep saying, oh, it's because of where I stay, it's because of this, it's because of that. Nah, it's because of you. It's because of you. And I was a single parent. Wasn't receiving nothing from anyone. But I worked my butt off at work. And then I saved my money up for what I needed. I didn't have a house full of extravagant things. I had the basics. I said, you know what? Even long I got the basics, then I can use my money for the extravagance. When I want to treat myself. When I want to do something. But see, everybody need things to show that they got something and then can't go nowhere with it. I'm like this. A house is like a daggone casket to me. Why am I packing it up with stuff? You understand me? Why am I packing it up with stuff? The outdoors is my oyster. Let me go out here and navigate it. Let me see it. You understand? So it's like when y'all look at life, and y'all sitting back and y'all seeing how people passing away and how people are dying, this and that. Like, you don't know what tomorrow holds. I'm not saying to blow all your money at one time. But if you're going to blow something, blow on yourself. And what I mean blow on yourself is learn who you are. Figure out who you are. Love all of you. Don't be focusing on everybody else. Don't be focusing on all of that other stuff. Because if you keep blowing into yourself, then when you feel low and you feel like you can't make it, then that wind will blow back on you. Do you understand me? That means your energy will overflow. That means your life will be amazing. That means you give yourself the best every single day. Y'all see where I be at? I'm in this room, on this chair, and I'm at peace. So what's your excuse? What's your excuse? So even though I might be feeling, even though this box I'm in could be like a casket, I'm partying mine. What you gonna do about yours? Y'all have a blessed day.